What's up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about JUMPLUFF, and I was looking at GoBattleLog.com, so shout out to Aaron again for putting together such an amazing site that recommended this team. And so I tried it out because I had a rough day the prior day, so I filmed this Saturday, so Friday when I streamed, wasn't doing very well, so I tried a different team, looking at the suggested teams. JUMPLUFF went on a 13-0 run with this Pokemon. I'm going to show you the first set that I did though, because it is a 4LL4 set, meaning I lost four lost leads, and I still pulled off a 4-1 set. So I wanted to show it to you guys to kind of show you how I was able to recover from it. And then I have two bonus battles for you, so I'm really excited about this video. But yeah, first, before we start, pronunciation of the day is Fennekin, the fox Pokemon. So we're talking about Gen 6 being released, and Fennekin is a really cute Pokemon, and it actually is pronounced the way you would think it's pronounced, unlike Illumise. It's not Fennekin or anything weird like that. It's Fennekin, and yeah. So anyways, my team is JUMPLUFF. The safe switch is Defense Deoxys. Probably one of the best safe switches right now in the Great League. It's just so solid. And then we have Galarian Stunfisk as our closer. So let's just get into the battles. All right, so we're still having that glitch with the white box, and then randomly it comes back and then it goes away again. It's really weird. But anyways, let's just look. We run into a Stunfisk lead. So I throw a couple bullet seeds. I'm not sure what I was doing here. I think I was trying to catch a rock slide, and they caught me and didn't throw a move. And then they have Haunter, which is one of the worst. Sableye would have been probably worse, but like when you're switching into with Defense Deoxys, you basically don't want to see Haunter or Sableye. Those are like the two Pokemon you don't want to see. So this is very bad for us. I decided to let it go and then come in with my Galarian Stunfisk because I can farm it up with Mud Shots. Its ground is super effective against the this poison type Haunter, poison and ghost obviously. But so I decided to shield because I thought they were gonna throw Shadow Ball, but once I realized they probably don't have Shadow Ball, they're probably running Sludge Bomb, I decided to not shield that second one. So I'm going to throw the Rock Slide. If they don't shield, this should knock them out or get really close. Oh yeah, knock them out. So they don't shield, we knock them out. Azu comes in, and I decide to just go straight for the Earthquake because I'm trying to burn that last shield. And they don't shield, so we do about 40-ish% damage. Earthquake does do a nice chunk because it is neutral. But anyways, we go down to the Play Rough, we come back in with JUMPLUFF, and they make a very great switch to tank this Energy Ball. However, Energy Ball was the proper move to throw against this anyways, so it really didn't affect, it wasn't like really that bad. They just were able to save their Azu, which probably was not good for us. So anyways, we're weak to this rock, because we're flying. We're part flying, it's a grass and flying type. So it's not looking good here. I get the last shield, but we are running very low on health because, we're still at a little above 50%, but these rock slides are going to do a lot of chunk damage, and I decide to farm a little bit more just because if I do knock this out for some reason, I need some energy for Azu, but I don't knock it out. And so I was really, really close to knocking out. So this rock slide will take us out, and we actually lose the first game. So we lost the lead there, and we took an L. But here's where we start our 13-0 run. I don't have all the battles. Unfortunately, I didn't record it, but I did have it in the journal. So I did actually get a 13-0. I didn't make it up. But anyways, we run into the Skarmory lead. I immediately switch out into Deoxys, and they stay in for some reason, so I'm just going to throw a Thunderbolt, try to get those shields, and they don't shield, so very interesting play there. They might have been expecting a Rock Slide, I don't know what they were expecting. They throw the Brave Bird and they land it, so that really hurt, but we still have enough health to get a Rock Slide off on this Marowak. I'm expecting them to shield, if I remember correctly. Yes, they do shield, and I'm just going to go straight for Rock Slide, but obviously we're going to get farmed down. And then I'm going to come in with Galarian Stunfisk because Marowak is weak to ground, and I don't have to worry too much. Bone Club does a nice chunk, but I decided to shield because I'm expecting a Shadow Bone, but they do get the Bone Club. which, you know, is super effective. Like, it's not bad to shield against Alolan Marowak with this Pokemon. But yeah, Bone Club would not have done as much damage as like a Shadow Ball or Shadow Bone. But anyways, they're gonna throw again. I'm anticipating a Bone Club, and we get hit with Shadow Bone. So that so that sucked. So I still have health. It's okay. We go with the Rock Slide. They don't shield, and now we can actually we could shield here and farm down, but I think I'm gonna let it go. Oh no, I shield. Okay, so I do shield and decide to farm down because they don't have shields. I can get a Rock Slide off on the Shiftry, and so it turns out that that shield did work out in my favor. So I switch out immediately into a Jumpluff. They switch into a Skarmory, but I have enough. Well, they have very little health, so even an Aerial Ace from this Jumpluff will knock it out. And now we are double resistant to grass moves. This is a Bullet Seed Shiftry because we're grass, which resists grass, and we're flying, which resists grass. So we don't have to worry too much about this Shiftry unless it had Hurricane. That would have been the one move that probably could have knocked us out, but they weren't running it. So we knock them out with an Aerial Ace, and we go 1-1 in the set. So let's see let's see the next lead that we're about to lose here. It is a Abomasnow, which we are double weak to because grass is weak to ice, flying is weak to ice. So we get out of there as fast as possible, come in with the Deoxys, and that's one of the keys to this safe switch is you have to switch as fast as possible because you want to get those extra quick moves in before they can react, and that gives you a nice advantage. Against a Galarian Stunfisk, of course, it doesn't really because these charge moves don't do any damage, but they shield that. Oh, why did they do that? Okay, I forgot about that. I don't know why they shielded because Rock Slide does no damage. Look at that. Thunderbolt does no damage. Even Psycho Boost doesn't do much damage, so I'm wondering why they shielded. That was definitely a mistake on their part. Yeah, that was that was weird. Yeah, maybe they just don't have a lot of experience playing against a defense Deoxys, but you never need to shield against a defense Deoxys if you're a G-Fisk. Anyways, they bring in Hariyama, very spicy Pokemon. Not as great as Machamp is, even though it looks humongous, it's not that tanky. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like a deception, an illusion. It looks like it's super tanky because how big it is, but it's really not. So we knock him out, and then they come back in with Abomasnow. This is not good for us. I have to shield. You know, a Weather Ball, I don't know if it could knock us out from here, but it maybe could. So we throw the Aerial Ace because that is super effective against this Pokemon. The Ice does not resist it. Ice only resists Ice. Ice only has one resistance, and so the Grass typing is weak to flying. So we throw the Aerial Ace to get a shield, and then we duck out, and then we had a Rock Slide ready to go, and so so we had stored that prior, and then we were able to knock out that Abomasnow. That was the hugest threat to our team, and we did like a 1-2 punch right there, and once they lost their Abomasnow, they had no chance to win. So that was a very, very intense game. We barely pulled that one off. Okay, we finally win a lead in the next game. So this was the one game where we won the lead. They switch into a Cherim, which is still fine for us because we can throw Aerial Ace, which they're weak to, and we decide to shield that Fireball, the Weather Ball, because it's a fire attack, which we're weak to. But I throw the Aerial Ace, and I'm trying to decide whether I want to switch or not, because I kind of want to save the Jumpluff for Marshtomp. So I do switch out eventually. I decide to come in with Deoxys. I tank a Weather Ball, which hardly does any damage. Defense Deoxys for, obviously defense Deoxys has a very high defense stat, and so I don't really need to worry about shielding unless that thing had like a Solar Beam, but they were throwing too quick for me to think it was a Solar Beam, so I just don't shield. And I think it does have Solar Beam. It also has like, I want to say Dazzling Gleam it has too. It has a lot of different unique moves. Not unique, but it has a lot of different moves. But Weather Ball is one of the ones that pretty much everyone runs, and so didn't have to worry about shielding, was the moral of that story. Okay. Anyways, Thunderbolt doesn't do much damage. But we're going to come back in with Jumpluff, and then I'm going to expect them to switch out, and they do. So I come back in with Galarian Stunfisk, and this is pretty much a wrap from here. But they're not conceding the match, so I'm just going to throw Earthquake, and I knock them out. They don't shield, so yeah, this is definitely checkmate at this point. their mud bombs don't do a lot of damage. I mean, they do a lot because it is super effective, but yeah, it didn't knock us out. Even 2 of them didn't knock us out. So, but they do waste all of their energy, which is even more a nail in the coffin because now they need to charge up a lot of energy to get any moves off on us. And we double resist ground, I'm pretty sure, because grass, I think, resists ground, and so does flying. So yeah, I did watch out for the sludge, but it's not sludge wave, it's just sludge. So that probably wouldn't have knocked us out even if we didn't shield that. And yeah, we win anyway. So good game there. All right, so that was one that we won where we won the lead. Okay, game 5. Obviously, we're going to lose this lead. It is a Bastiodon, so this sucks. I'm going to switch out immediately, and they switch into a grass type. So now I'm thinking this might be a grass hole team, but that is totally fine because our team is very strong against a grass hole team. So we have, you know, the defense Deoxys, which can do really well against Bastiodon. Then we have Galarian Stunfisk, which also does well. And Galarian Stunfisk does well against those grass types because we can just spam Rock Slide. And Razor Leaf doesn't charge very fast. So we are just sitting pretty. This is going to be a very short match. We simultaneous KO there. And then I know they're going to come back in with Bastiodon, so I come in with G-Fisk just because if they came in with the grass, I would have been fine anyways. And they come in with a Torterra. Is that a Torterra? Wait. Yeah, okay, I was going to say it's not Grotto, right? Torterra. Yeah, we come in with the grass type, which we're a flying type, so we win. They concede. Very good game, and we pull off a 4-1 set after losing the first game. I was so hyped. I was actually talking to Aaron during this set on Twitter, and he actually stopped talking to me because he wanted me to focus. But he was really happy that after my horrible showing on the stream, he was very happy for me. So thank you again, Aaron, for the moral support. Anyways, this game is very interesting. This was the very next battle. Okay, so this was the first game in the next set, and so here we are against a Skarmory. And I'm not gonna. No, I do shield this because I want to get a Thunderbolt off, and I want to either burn a shield or knock them out. I'm trying to win switch advantage here, and they don't shield, so that's awesome. So now we're gonna win our switch advantage. So very, very good there. And then they bring in their Azumarill, and I'm just gonna throw a Thunderbolt, and I'm not going for any baits. I'm just going straight for the hard-hitting moves, because if we land them, awesome. If they shield, that's pretty good for us too. So as he was gonna finish us off, I'm not gonna shield. Except Ice Beam doesn't actually finish us off, so I'm gonna throw a Rock Slide before I faint. So defense Deoxys is just so bulky. Such a safe Pokemon. If you're struggling, if you're not winning, I would really advise using defense Deoxys as like a safe switch because it can help you win a lot of games. But anyways, Ice Beam, we have to shield. They switch out, and I was expecting to switch out, and so I switch into G-Fisk right away, and that was a very good swap because they threw a Rock Slide, and that did no damage to us. However, this is not good either because if this is an Earthquake, we will get knocked out, and it is an Earthquake. So how did we even win this one? Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna go Energy Ball. Obviously, I have to throw Energy Ball. This was a very close battle, and we we don't knock it out, of course, but because we have a lot of health, we are gonna survive this Rock Slide. We can actually survive another one. So I decide to over farm, and they switch into an Azu. Oh, so they tried to, I don't know what they were trying to do there. So they switch into an Azu to tank this Energy Ball, but it actually allows me to farm up more energy. And so I go in with the Aerial Ace because that's all I had energy left. I didn't want to get hit with the Rock Slide. And so I throw an Aerial Ace and we knock out the G-Fisk. And we take the first game in the next set, which is our 5th win in a row. You can see 3096 there. And then this game, so I went to bed after that. And then I think I went to bed. Maybe I finished that set and went to bed. But anyways, this was when I woke up. So this is like noon because I went to bed very late. But anyways, they switch into a Sableye. And Sableye is a big threat against our Deoxys. So I decide to soften it up first. And then I come in with G-Fisk. Now here's where I purposely don't shield because I know I'm going to win this matchup pretty much, but I don't want to win with too much health because the Azu can farm me up. So I'm purposely not shielding. I'm letting this Sableye like chunk me down, And then I'm going to go for back-to-back rock slides. Now, this is kind of a risky play because they could burn both their shields and still win. But if they burn both shields, that still puts us at a pretty good spot. So I decided to just go for it. They do burn both shields, and so they are going to win that matchup, but that's fine because we have a 2-0 shield advantage. And now I can start shielding and start farming up, and I have a lot more options now that I have this big shield advantage. But yeah, Sableye is definitely a kind of a threat to our team. It's just so, I don't know, it's so good. And now, I don't know if this Sableye, I wasn't checking. Oh yeah, wait, 1461? I don't know what level that was, but no, I don't think it was over level 40, because I think it's 1494 for a best buddy, level 41. But I did go against a Metacham today that was over level 40, and it was tough. So I want to explore that in the future. But anyways, back to this battle. Azu, we land the Thunderbolt because they have no shields, and we're just going to go for another Thunderbolt. I don't think we're going to even... I think we survive this if this is a Hydro Pump, but it's not. It's just play rough, so we're good. And I'm just going to farm up a little bit more energy because, you know, bubbles take a while. I have time. I'm going to throw the Thunderbolt now after I over-farmed. And then they're going to come back in with their Marowak, and now I have enough health, or enough energy, sorry, to throw a Rock Slide, so that's why I over-farmed. And now I'm going to switch out immediately because I don't want to get farmed. I don't want them to get an energy advantage. And I come back in with my Aerial Ace, and don't knock it out. We're really close, though. Yeah, Bone Club will not knock us out. It'll have to be Shadow Bone. Okay. But Shadow Bone doesn't knock us out, and we barely survive with, like, single-digit HP. Enough to get the Aerial Ace, and JUMPLUFF closes it out again. So yeah, that was just, I forget which set that was, maybe the third set that I played, but either way, had a phenomenal day, 19-6 overall. Much better. It was my best day of the season, and if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, JUMPLUFF, I know a lot of people don't like it. It's kind of like a slightly inferior version to Tropius, but I do think JUMPLUFF has its positives. Bullet Seed being a lot faster to charge than Air Slash, and so, you know, it has some pros. So definitely give it a shot if you haven't tried it, and let me know how it goes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.